flags learn how to fly. There were footsteps older than memory, fires that burned without asking why.
There were songs carried in bone and breath, names given to nature like kin. This was not wilderness waiting, it was a home with a heartbeat within.
Rivers weren't property, they were family, they were prayer. The wind wasn't empty music, it was a voice in the air.
Then we arrived with hunger and iron, with claims and a righteous grin, and called the world empty to make room for our sin.
And history still holds the echo of what we chose not to deny. We were once strangers, every one of us reaching for life, reaching for us. If liberty lives, it lives in all. We were once strangers, don't let us fall.
We named it destiny, empire, civilized, as if the drum endless, as if 1,000 years of knowing deserve no tenderness.
We took by blade, by sickness, by bargain sealed in thread, pushed circles off the cliffside and asked the world to forget.
We wrote off brave new documents, swore freedom in a flame, then left the first ones out of people and praised ourselves the same.
We were once strangers, every one of us reaching for life, reaching for us. If liberty lives, it lives in all. We were once strangers, don't let us fall. Then came ships with different dreams, different tongues and hope in their eyes. The tired, the poor, the desperate hands who built our steel and skies.
Lady lifted copper light, give me your broken, your worn. We were strangers seeking shelter and called that dream reborn.
But even then we shaped the stories where cowboys won and others fell, and dressed the theft up as a legend we learned to tell too well.
Truth walks quietly beside us like a shadow in the rain, not to crush us with the past, but to beg us change. We were once strangers, every one of us reaching for light, reaching for us. If liberty lives, it lives in all. We were once strangers, don't let us fall.
Then history showed its teeth overseas, a voice, a crowd alive. They gave their fear a uniform and taught it how to march in time.
First it was for safety, then for order, then for good. Then only certain kinds of people were allowed to be understood.
Names became accusations, neighbors became disease, lists became policy, doors became keys.
And trains ran like a heartbeat to places no one could explain, while decent folks looked down at shoes and practiced swallowing their names.
Never again, we promised, but never again is not a line. It's a living choice we make before the dark feels normal over time. Because the world doesn't fall all at once, it falls.
When we get used to it,
We were once strangers, every one of us reaching for light, reaching for us. If liberty lives, it lives in all. We were once strangers, don't let us fall. Now the country sounds like sirens, red against blue, fierce soul is order. Truth split in two, we sort our neighbors into labels.
decide who belongs by fear, convince ourselves the cage is our safety. When the frightened voices cheer, it's how the spiral starts to draw.
Power loves a tied public. Apathy opens the gate, and freedom erodes in silence long before it meets its fate.
So here's the line, not in blood, not in a tweet. I will not trade my neighbor's dignity for anyone's temporary peace.
I will not cheer a cage as safety. I will not look away in ease. I will not call a child a problem.
I will not call cruelty belief.
Freedom isn't inherited, it survives because we choose. And a republic doesn't fall at once, it fades when we excuse.
We were once strangers, every one of us, reaching for light, reaching for us. If liberty lives, it lives in all. We were once strangers, don't let us fall.
We were all once immigrants, reaching for light in a place not our own. If we forget where we began, we lose the meaning of home.
Listen, the land has watched empires pass. It has held our wars like weather, and our promises like ash. You don't conquer a home, you belong to it. We were once strangers, every one of us, and we choose what happens next.